Hi, yo, ho. Good evening from London, England, or good morning, or good afternoon from London, England. This is your host, your guy himself, the one and only, yes, you guessed it, DLG Reppin, Delhi, London, Guna, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. Yes. This is my Premier League round. This is a roundup of all the Premier League games. Or in other words, should I say, this is my Premier League roundup of all the goals from the 10 fixtures that's happened over the weekend. And before I get started, smash the thumbs up like button for me abundantly. Let me make this clear. Share this channel all over the world. Yes, football fans, especially to your friends and your relatives. Make sure you do me a favour by flooding your feedback into my comment section below. Positive feedback, yeah? That's your opinion, your thoughts, etc. And smash the subscribe button for me to DLG Reppin, please. Left, right and centre galore and abundantly. Yeah, so let's get the ball rolling. Leicester City v Newcastle United, Friday night fixture. It's the only fixture that was in the Premier League, and I'll tell you what, Newcastle were superb, absolutely outstanding in what they did. They took Leicester to the sword, and I think Leicester had no answer to Newcastle's ruthlessness. Steve Bruce would have been delighted with the way Newcastle were offensively ruthless, and they got the 4 goals. That being said, Callum Wilson got both of the goals. He got Newcastle's 3rd and 2nd well taken goals. First goal scorer was Joe Willock after a mistake from Kaglu Sionchu, and he raced forward. Give Chiancu credit, he tried his best to prevent him from scoring, but Willock did enough to get his 5th Premier League goal for Newcastle since signing for them on loan from Arsenal. And he's got more goals than the entire Arsenal midfield. So Willock is doing impressively well there. The 2nd goal, Paul Dummett from a set piece, poor defending by Leicester. Fafana, he was out-jumped by Paul Dummett and he made it 2-0. Wilson got his 1st goal of the game, which is Newcastle's 3rd, and he got 2 bites of the cherry to get his 2nd goal of the game, which was Newcastle's 3rd. And the 2 consolation goals came from Albright and well-struck half volley to the roof of the net, keeper no chance, and Iheanacho at the front, at the near post from 20 yards out. Newcastle were always worthy winners, so it finished Leicester 2, Newcastle United 4. Saturday's game, Leeds United v Spurs. Leeds United were absolutely outstanding from an offensive point of view, and they've been playing that one-way offensive football since the first day of the Premier League season. They went, and they continue to follow that principle of attacking football. And they will attack regardless of the opponent, and that's exactly what they did. They took an early lead against Tottenham. I think they started off the brighter of the 2 teams, and they deservedly got their reward through Dallas tapping in from 4 yards out. And Leeds being naive defensively all season, they will always give you a chance, and Son got the opportunity for an assist, and he made it 1-1. But Leeds kept going, and they got their reward, going 2-1 up. Oh, I've forgotten the goal scorer now. I just saw it, yeah. Leeds United fans, if you're watching this, remind me of the 2nd goal scorer, because I've forgotten. But one thing I will say is it was a goal well taken. And 2nd goal, sorry, Do forgive me. Did I say second goal? The third goal, well, Eric Dyer was playing him on side, and the winger had all the time in the world to pick out Rafinha, and he wasn't going to miss a target from there. And the way Tottenham defended that time was atrocious, and they were a yard off the pace. And I could see how they were in sixes and sevens. Leeds United, on the other hand, they just kept going, and they were very impressive. You take nothing away from Leeds. So at Ellen Road, it finished Leeds United 3, Tottenham 1. Sheffield United v Crystal Palace, I think it was a dominating performance by Crystal Palace. Well drilled. Another clean sheet on the road, and a 2-0 win. Benteke got Palace off the market earlier in the game, and they were on their way to victory. And in the second half, they got the second goal, and it was scored by Esse, albeit a deflection, like Benteke's first one. And I didn't think Sheffield United, I didn't see whether Sheffield United contributed towards the game, but my word, they got the job done. And it finished 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Manchester City v Chelsea. Chelsea were outstanding in this game. They took the game to Man City, pressed them, and that's Man City, and that's beating Man City at their own pressing game. And on the counter, Man City took the lead. It was a low cross to Aguero. He miscontrolled it, and Sterling made sure he put it into the empty net. Man City had the opportunity to double their lead. Penalty clumsily committed by Billy Gilmore, and Aguero went for the Panenka, and my word, I can see Pep on the touchline. He was not impressed at all, not one bit impressed. So that relationship will sour a little bit. Nevertheless, Chelsea kept going, and in the second half especially, they got their reward, albeit Rodri running with the ball and losing it in the midfield, and it caused Chelsea to counter, and Rodri tried to get back to prevent the Hakim Ziyech equaliser, but he didn't do enough, and it was an equaliser they deserved. And Chelsea didn't sit back on their equaliser. They went forward, searching for a winner, and unlikely goal scorer Marcos Alonso, although he does get goals from an attacking position as a left back, but not so many. But he got the goal that gave Chelsea the 3 points. And I've been saying that about Alonso. He has been known to score some brilliant free kicks, but this guy got the goal from the open play, and Chelsea hang on, and they got the 2-1 win. So it finished at the Etihad. Man City 1, Chelsea 2. The last of the game from the Saturday fixtures was Liverpool v Southampton. I thought it was a dominating, controlling performance by Liverpool. They were rewarded with Sadio Mane with a goal, and they were always in that control. I don't know how much Southampton contributed towards that game. I've only just seen the highlights, and Thiago Alcantara, one of the best number 8s in the world of football, he got himself a very good goal. Side-footed it low into the bottom left-hand corner, and it was a nice goal for him. And it was a comfortable job and a dominating job for Liverpool as well. So it finished Liverpool 2, Southampton 0. Sunday's game, Wolverhampton Wanderers v Brighton. Now, Brighton, for me, were definitely the better of the two teams in that game, and they went 1-0 up with a set piece. Lewis Dunk rose up well, bullet header at the back stick, 1-0, and Brighton had a number of opportunities to double their lead. It just wasn't to be, and Wolves were all over the place. They didn't get going until the second half, where they started to improve in the first 10 minutes, and after the first maybe 15 minutes, Lewis Dunk was caught napping, and Fabio Silva raced past him. Lewis Dunk was the only man who could get close to him, but he pulls him back, and obviously it was deemed as a goal scoring opportunity, and Lewis Dunk had to see the red card, and it was a long time to play with 10 men, as Graham Potter said, and he said that they did well at it, but they were overdone. And the equaliser came through Adam Traore coming on as a substitute. He made a difference for me, and he played a nice little quick 1-2, and before you know it, the ball's in the back of the net. And he teed up Morgan Gibbs-White after that, and he should have had that ball nestling in the net, and he's done well to hoof it over the bar. But nevertheless, in stoppage time, he got his reward, persevered, and yes, you can see the jubilation over his face. You can see the jubilation in his face, written all over his face when he got the winning goal. It was a good curling effort, very good goal, and yeah, he's, like he said, he's been waiting since a kid for that moment. So it finished at Molineux, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Brighton over Albion 1. Aston Villa v Man United. Man United were in control most of the game. I think they dominated the majority of the game, and against one of play, Traore receives the ball, goes past Lindelof, and you think Lindelof as tight as he could possibly be, but he allows Bertrand Traore to get the shot in back stick, take nothing away from Traore. It was a fabulous goal, and Villa went 1-0 up. The only goal in the first half, and then Man United upped the gear a bit. And Douglas Luiz, what an idiot! Why would you commit such a stupid foul in the box, knowing Pogba's got the ball? Stand him up for as long as you can. Your teammates should be able to help you. Stand him up, but he allowed the rush of blood to hit his brain cell, and he's kicked Pogba more or less, and he caused Pogba to go down. Bruno Fernandes scoring his 21st penalty out of 22, and the running and hop penalty, and he places it at the left-hand side of Martinez's goal, but sending Martinez the other way around. So it was 1-1, and then Man United kept persevering as they did when Basaka laid it off to Mason Greenwood, and what a turn by Mason Greenwood. But Tyrone Mings, he's defending on that goal is to be desired, and Mason Greenwood does his job, turns him well, fires a shot at the near post, and I think Emiliano Martinez will be disappointed he's been beaten at the near post from that range. So 2-1 Man United, and Man United kept persevering. Another good cross on the right, I think, from Wan-Bissaka, and Edison Cavani comes on as a sub and seals the win. Ollie Watkins had to go after receiving a yellow card in the first half. He's raced clear on goal, pushed it past the goalkeeper, felt the slightest of touches, but he made a meal of it, and the referee knew he was simulating, and he had to book him for the second time and send him off. But nevertheless, it was a well-deserved win for the Red Devils. So it finished at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 0. West Ham United v Everton. Everton got off to a flying start in the 12th minute. Long through ball by Ben Godfrey from the back. Dominic Calvert-Lewin racing clear of the defender to slot home past Fabianski at the back stick. And West Ham responded really well. They had a numerous of opportunities, and I just don't know how they did not get an equaliser. They have been playing some fluid, tremendous football all season, and they have been outstanding, and they deserve a place in European football. And David Moyes has done a remarkable job there. And for the critics and the pundits to write him off, and the bookies as well. Well, he shut them right up. But overall, it was a game where West Ham just couldn't get that equaliser, and Southampton was the closest they came to getting an equaliser by hitting the post, and it was a good fluent move in the second half. Everton had the opportunity to kill the game off on the counter, but West Ham did dominated, and it was a sloppy goal, like David Moyes said, to concede. But all in all, they were the most dominant team in the throughout the game, but they just couldn't find the equaliser, which finished at the London Stadium. West Ham United 0, Everton 1. Next game, Arsenal v West Bromwich Albion, which was a meaningless game for me as an Arsenal fan. Yeah, it was nice to see us score the goals that we should have scored at home to Villarreal. We just didn't take the game to them, and we decided to save it for West Bromwich Albion. How pathetic, with a capital P. However, I wasn't complaining about Bukayo Saka being at left back. He was outstanding for me, hands down, and he could have had 2 or 3 assists if his teammates were really on it. But he got an assist for himself, finished off by Smith Rowe, and the technique of that first goal was brilliant. Second goal, well, you would like to see more of it next season from Nicola Pepe. He's got it in his locker, and what a fine goal it was. But West Brom's best player of the game was Pereira. What a player he was. To think that he cost West Brom 9 million from Sporting Lisbon, and my word, even in the first half, he had an effort from long range that was a curling effort that was not far away from giving West Brom the lead. And I think he teed up Robertson with the opportunity, albeit that was offside. Having saying that, he got a good goal that he deserved. Ran away from Danny Ceballos. I think I could manage to run away from Danny Ceballos. That ain't hard. And a low drive at the left-hand side of Leonard's goal. Well, it was a tremendous strike. Can't take nothing away from him. West Brom had an opportunity to equalise in after that goal, and I think Furlong should have been hitting the target. He's got to hit the post or bar, or force the goalkeeper into a routine save, but he did neither. And then at the other end, Willian runs through on goal, has a block shot, and then he gets the ball and he's fouled. But the free kick, wow, stunning free kick. It's all too little too late now, isn't it? Pointless. He might as well just aim for the roof of the stadium, because it was a pointless game for Arsenal, But nevertheless, at the Emirates, it finished Arsenal 3, West Bromwich Albion 1. And the last game, but not least, Fulham v Burnley. Now, Fulham knew a win will keep them into the Premier League for at least another week. But, their defending, has been atrocious of recent games. And even before that, they were destined to possibly pull off a miracle to keep themselves into the Premier League, but they fell short. And once they hit that bad form, they just didn't get out of it. And I think Burnley punished them in the 35th minute. Westwood arriving late in the box to tap in the first goal of the game, and then Burnley came at them again, and they were carved open in the defence, and they were left far too open. It was so easy. Chris Woods was always going to hit their target, and hit the target it was. And what a fabulous finish it was. And it left Fulham with a lot to do. I feel that once that second goal was conceded, it took the life out of them, and it left them resigned to being in a championship next season. And Scott Parker was emotionally hurt, and I can see that. He wanted to do well. He wanted to keep them up, but it wasn't to be. So at the Craven Cottage on the Monday Night Football, it finished Fulham 2, Burnley 0. So that's the roundup of all the Premier League fixtures and the goals within the Premier League fixtures. Once again, to the ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I would like to say thank you for listening. If you were listening, if you were watching, thank you. If you were tuning in, thank you for doing that. And as always, without fail, last but not least, thank you for putting up with me if you've been doing that. I'll be back tomorrow morning, or if not tomorrow morning, I should be back tomorrow afternoon with another fresh recording and keeping the content as recent as possible. If you're still awake, then relax well. If you're in bed, rest well as well, yeah? Be good to yourselves, be good to your friends and your loved ones, meaning your relatives. Other than that, I'm out of here. Peace again, love again, and bless again. Another day for tomorrow. And I wish you a good night. If it's good morning or good afternoon, enjoy your day. Other than that, all I'm going to say is smash the thumbs up like button, smash my share button, yeah? Make sure this channel goes viral all over the world to your friends and your relatives. Drop me a comment, drop me a message of a feedback in my comment section below, and subscribe to DLG Reppin. I'm out of here. Be nice.